She holds a Bachelor's of Education from Kenyatta University, a Master's in Media Technology from the University of Wales. Hey, this is what I don't know how to read. United Kingdom. Yes, that's what she'll tell us. Abalistry, yes. United Kingdom. A doctorate in Educational Communication Technology from my university. Having undertaken part of her research at the Funny University in Hagen, Germany. She's also a graduate of the Management of Higher Education Institute program from the Galilee International Management Institute in Israel and the International Women's University, Hamburg, Germany. She has served in various capacities, including that of Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, Machakos University, Trustee, Machakos University, Machakos Retirement Benefits Scheme. She served at the Institute of Open and Distance Learning, Moi University, a member of the National Open University Task Force. She has also served in the first council of Rongo University as a Senate representative. She's a member of the African Council for Distance Learning, Distance Education, and the Open and E-Learning Practitioners Association of Kenya, and a member of the African Network for Internalization of Education. She is an adjunct researcher in the areas of leadership, management, and administration, open and distance learning, education, women and information technology, media, and communication, and has published widely. She continues to mentor both staff and students. She is the current Vice Chancellor of the Machakos University. Welcome aboard, Professor Joyce Agalo. We've just been taught about shining in public and shining at home. She's a fulfillment of what we have just been told today. Her family is here, thriving. Yeah? She's thriving in public and at home. We celebrate you, Professor Agalo. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. I am humbled by that, and at the risk of saying, of making the mistake of David. I don't want to go there. But I'm very humbled to be here this afternoon. It's already evening. I thank God for giving us all this opportunity to learn together. Every day is a learning experience. And sometimes you learn even from where you don't expect. And therefore, don't either look down and say, let us all the time be open to learn, to gain from the experiences, to get annoyed. I didn't even know that when I get annoyed with myself, I become better. You see? So every day is a learning experience. But today, we are here to talk about our coach, to celebrate our coach. And that is why I've called myself the Forerunner. Where has Mupi gone to? The Forerunner is in the Bible also, isn't it? Yes. Yes, and we know who that Forerunner is. I call myself anointed of God. Why do I call myself that? And also highly favored. One, because when I joined Machakos University, initially, it's okay, I'll move it. When I joined Machakos University, I came as the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic and Student Affairs. na ilikuwa nimefika. So me, I came to be the DVC. I put all my energy and everything to being a DVC. Hata ilikuwa nabeba vitabu nyumbani na I make sure I carry all the files, I clear all the files. Whenever you come, my desk is clean. I sort out students. Nakumbuka hata one time students had issues, and you know, like here I am the DVC academic. In the middle, you know, they surrounded me. The VC came and pulled me out and told me, "Why are you risking your life? You know, when people are annoyed, they don't even know what they can do. They can even easily just kanyaga wewe yako kufe hapo. So don't ever make that mistake again of going." I said, "But you see, I came here to be DVC. I am dedicated. I have worked very hard." Nilifanya kazi mpaka nilipata pressure because I had no time for myself. Not at all. To the extent that when an opportunity came for even to be our Vice Chancellor at that time was not ready to renew her contract. You know, my colleagues were fighting, all of them and all that, but me, I'm very busy. My Dean's Committee, I'm Secretary to Senate, you know, students are doing the other. I did, you know, it did not even come to my mind that I needed to better myself or I needed to even try that position. I was satisfied with being a DVC. Until one morning, and that's why I call myself anointed of God. One evening, there was a council meeting, and usually full council meetings, it's only the Vice Chancellor who attends. So they went, had their meeting, and of course the DVCs, muna prepare kila kitu, muna make sure that all is okay, muna mpatia, alafu mnaenda zenu. So as usual, we just did everything, tukamaliza, and I did, of course, my work, finished my work, nikaenda nyumbani. And those days, I used to come 6:30, niko kwa office. I'm the first person and the last person to leave. Very dedicated. But anyway, so I finished with it. We gave the PC the documents, we made sure that everything was okay, that the food and all that for the council had been set. That's nikaenda nyumbani. Around 8 p.m. Movie calls me. And I remember, like, as we were doing the reports and everything else, there was something I was passionate about and the VC did not want. So I said, "Pass. Mumbi ako council secretariat. Ananipigia simu." I said, "What else could that be? It must be that the VC has now said, this I did not want, but the DVC wanted this. And therefore, you know, I was going to be being called for punishment and all that." Then Mumbi calls me and tells me, "You know what? The chair of council has said they want to see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I said, "But you know, we have programs that the Commission for University Education has to accredit before we get our students come in. And I had made an appointment with the commission, I'm going there." She told me, "No, the chair of council has said you meet him at 8 in the morning in his office." I said, "But I thought the council meeting was finished and, you know, they were to go home. What is the chairman waiting for?" Then I said, "It must be that the VC was not very happy, told the council, and now the council naenda kusomewa." So I go in the morning. Siyo ikatoa sasa usingizi yote. In the morning, I now wake up, I dress. I said, "Should I cancel the appointment at the commission?" I said, "Anyway, it is still my responsibility as DVC to ensure that all the programs are accredited. So I have made that appointment. What I do, let me just call and say I will come a little bit later." Then I now go. Not at 6 o'clock in the morning kama kawaida, hapana. Siku hizo nikaenda saa 2. Nikaenda nikapata chairman ameketi na the chair. In council there are committees of there are about 4 committees. There's academic, research, there is a few others that are there, audit and all that. So I found the chairman seated with the chair of academic. I said, "Pass. Ile report yangu sasa." So I sit, food is brought there. The chairman is telling me, "Okay, there is breakfast for you, there is breakfast." I said, "Chairman, nimeshiba, nimekula nyumbani." I had not eaten anything. Because I was now saying, "Okay, you know, it's the council which recommends and for you to be employed and all that. The council is the employer. So I asked. So I could not eat anything. You know, like I tried to eat this. The windpipe in the The chairman tells me, relax. You just take breakfast. You know, there's nothing wrong. We just want to take breakfast with you. And I said, when you see two grown-ups seated, and they're telling you to take breakfast, and you know, at the back of your mind, you think there's something that they want to, you know, because usually when you hear council calling you, they sometimes don't call you for nice things. They call you to reprimand you. So I said, okay. Then the chair tells me, you know, the term of the VC is over, and as council, we have decided that you're the one who is going to act. I said, what? You know, I didn't hear myself correctly. I mean, I was never in the limelight for any of that, even part of those who were to fight for anything, no. I was very busy doing my work, so I said, okay. Then I said, you know, if you feel that you, as council, because I would not, if I say no to my council, I can be giving some motivation. So I said, okay, yes, but I would request that you hold my hand and assist me so that, they said, yes, we are there. So after that now, I didn't even know where to begin. Mumbi had been telling me, you know, there is this lady called Coach Joyce. She has programs, she has, I don't know what. She has, you know, a coach who is encouraging, who's doing what, who's doing what. I said, my goodness. So anyway, I took it up, and fast forward, we went for the interviews and all that, and fast forward, on 7th, I was 7th of September, 2023, I was installed. Vice Chancellor of Machakos University. That is why this day is also special to me. The 7th is my first anniversary as Vice Chancellor. Wow! And as I talk about this, I'm talking about this journey because it is through what these programs have done to me that I've managed to stand in the institution, not to get stressed, not to go mad, not to, because it is this. I have learned to be abundant, I have learned to be so many things, and through these programs, I've transformed, first of all, myself. I've been transformed. If you had seen me, maybe 2 years ago and now, you cannot even recognize me. I have become a tiger, I have become an eagle, I'm soon becoming a lion.
Yes.
Because, you know, I used to be very soft. I don't, you know, disturb anybody. I do it myself. I don't, you know, call on you or anything. But through these programs, I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. My life purpose is to illuminate the world around me. And what do I mean by that illumination? I want to make everybody better who encounters with me, so that at the end of the day, whoever I've come in contact with will leave a better person. And under the family, today, please, can my family stand? They know themselves. These are the ladies who are in my family. And I've seen, once I discovered there was something good somewhere, I did not want to enjoy it by myself. And I knew by empowering them, making them better versions of themselves, then they will also enlighten their families or whatever they grow. So that is what. Then I said, let your light so shine before men or women that they may see your good works and give glory to God. I want to give glory to God because, as I said, I am anointed. Remember, unakumbuka ile story ya David, Jason na watoto wake and all that, and Samuel alikuwa ametumwa aenda anoint. They brought all those that were possible. They even forgot David. And David was the right choice. I began with I went for an abandoned first of all. Sorry, I'm not sure that that is seen. You can be able to see that. Yes, I began with the program abandoned, but I was told you need to begin with unleashed. You have to be a serious first of all before you become abandoned. So this lady who is a vice chancellor decided to take the two courses together. She would wake up at 5, up to it was 6 or something, 7, almost. Then from there, change into the next class and take the English. And she has really been unleashed. Let me tell you one thing. If you see this beautiful lady here today, she never used to bother about herself. I never even used to bother about looking at myself in the mirror before I leave in the morning. I would just wake up, put on my clothes, even sometimes when they are ironed or not ironed. Sometimes it is my children who would now say, Mom, you cannot go in that. You know you are a DVC or you are this. But these days, I even have a conversation. It is called the mirror exercise. Before you step out, you know you are going to have impact. Yes. And these days, I think I've learned the hard way. And I think Mubi has also learned a part of it. You decide to go in something that you think today I'm on leave, or I'm off, or I am going just to some shop there, whatever. Then you find whom are you meeting? Your peers. So we have learned to be ready all the time and do or be dressed in a way that wherever you are presentable at any given time. That is one part of the lesson. But this unleashed, as I told you earlier on, and I think as I told some of those who were there with us in the last class that we had, it was a big challenge. It was part of a package that we had somebody who came to train us, and at the end of it challenged us. We have a new strategic plan where we are trying to change the culture of the institution, take the institution to a different level. And part of this was an experience where we had to be together, we had to get the terrain with our eyes focused on the goal. It didn't matter how difficult it was and all that. And we can see the unleashed ladies, they reached the peak. Lessons that we learned, that along the way, there are difficulties, there are challenges, you strategize, you re-strategize, you sometimes change route, you sometimes do 1, 2, 3, but we reach the lesson is that we reach the top. We will have more stories to say at another time. The vision board. There's somebody who talked about the vision board. We did in January. In December? Yes, December. Yes, I did that. And to tell you the truth, half of it is already done. When it comes to my spiritual life, I have managed to link two churches, my church in Eldoret and my church in the AIC Kisowoni here in Machakos. We have exchanged. I hosted 30 women in Eldoret from this side, and also we hosted 30 from the other end, this side. That I thought was an achievement. Now I've also I'm in church committees. I think I'm in 3 committees now in the church, something I never used to. Before, I was among those ones when ukiitwa kuomba unaanza kusema sasa nitaenda kusema nini. These days I can stand and pray. That spiritual part of it, I had said I would like to enhance that. The institution we are trying blessing, there are a number of things that are happening in the institution. We hosted the first lady the other day, and I hosted 3,000 clergy. 5,000. Oh, I'm being corrected, 5,000 clergy. And plus students and all that, they were all 8,000. We are trailblazing. Yesterday I closed the launch of the Peace campus tour for universities. It was launched in Machakos.
Hey.
The head of public service came and launched our Jitume lab. I don't think there's any other head launched. He came and launched ours. So there are several things that are happening, and this vision boards are, I just wanted to say that these vision boards are true, and what you pronounce comes out. So as I've said, family is also at the center, the center of my vision, and that is why even I'm saying let me encourage my family. I'm a trailblazer. I would like to take Machakos to various places, and it remains up there, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing us going there. Something small about the money. You can see the money growing on trees. This is the first time I have put, even if it is 2 shillings, in a money market. And again, it's through the abundance program that Coach has been encouraging us to undertake. So there are several things that are happening just because of these vision boards that are visualized, and there's a crutch somewhere. Yeah, kuna crutch hapa, somewhere there. I'm soon going to launch it. We have already identified the place, we have worked on it. It's almost being launched. So, already we are an institute of, we have cloud computing in our institution. We have partnered with a Chinese company, and we are also partnering with Consac, Technopolis. So already some of these programs are coming out. So there are a number of things that are happening in this, and I hope that by the end of the year, even as we set new ones, then I will have been able to accomplish a number of these. Abundance, the strength of a woman. Sometimes when they, from our societies or from our patriarchal societies, Madam West is lucky that he was powered. But please, we clap for him. Yeah. There are very few men who empower their women. I would like to count myself lucky because also my husband, whom I celebrate, decided to take care of even these ones. When I was, for those who had my story the other time, I went even for my master's when she was 3 years old. She's got her dog been good. Yes. And since that time, you realize that even mama ni nguzo ya nyumba ya boma. And if you don't stand, things collapse. So it's upon ourselves. And the Bible teaches us that you should not go out and front and say, hata huyu mwanaume kama mimi singemsaidia angekuwa wapi? You don't. You do it behind the scenes so that the name of the family is maintained. So let us learn to be this. And you can see you have growth in strength and dignity. Dignity is very important. There's a lot of wisdom in you, all this. But look, faithful instruction is on her tongue. It is us who instruct our children, it is us who instruct society, and you've heard, we have influence on what we say. So please, I think this will be available to us. Because of time, I will run a bit fast. That is myself when I was addressing the 5,000 clergy plus. And this is the power of She Speaks to inspire and impact. Yes. As we say whatever we are saying, and it is not only that it's the word comes out of our mouth, it is also your life. People read you. People hear you loudly, even as you walk, in your actions, in whatever you do. People hear you. So yes, even as we speak, even as I fire some of my speech writers. I write, even if they write, yes, they will write, but most of the time, I speak and I speak my own things. One is because I have also learned to know the institution. I know the challenge. I work with my team. And therefore, there is nothing new to me. I can be able to say all the challenges that I have in the institution. I can be able to say the successes. I can be able to account for where our students are, where our programs are, where this is. So sometimes I may need not this, but I just probably need it once in a while just to jog my mind to be able to get this. So this program also, the She Speaks to Inspire and Impact. This is a very great program. It just releases you. Even I think my daughter is an example. I remember before when we used to be asked, can you say, "Coach, I'm not ready." But these days we have learned. Ukiitwa, unasimama na kusema, unaitika na unasema. And you know, with that all the time, if you're ready all the time, things just pop up and you are able to. And the good thing is authenticity. Because you're speaking things that have happened that are real in your life. And therefore it is not difficult to say. And you have even the confidence to be able to say that. So this program also is another program that I think I would like to encourage all of us to be able to take through. The Becoming. We read Michelle Obama's book. And there is great importance in becoming a better version of yourself day by day. Today, each one of us goes back home better than yesterday, or even than when we came this morning. Tomorrow, make sure that you look for something else that will. And even tomorrow, if you implement what all the speakers and what we have learned here today, you will again become a better version of yourself. So let us remove some of these other vocabularies. We're saying, I won't do it, I can't do it. All those words, we remove those words. And remove, I can do it, I will do it. And kidogo unajipata umeshafanya. So, hata ile the acres tutanunua. We will move and be lifted from one level to another because of what we think, our mindset, and also because of how we inspire ourselves. We have been thrown somewhere. But instead of growing and looking at any little opportunity to sap that water, to sap that energy, to sap that food, we are complaining. We are spending all our energy complaining instead of looking for what can assist us to grow. So please let us be able to look for that. Number two also is that all the time, whenever we get pushed aside a little bit, we forget that we need to raise up, dust ourselves, and move on. That is what life is. It is never milima, kuna mabonde pia. We have to go through all of them. But I think critically to remember about all these things is that God is there all the time for us, in the valley, on the top of the mountain. So all the time, God is there. And if we put God at the center of everything, then we will be able to succeed. The mindset. If you believe you can do it, you will do it. Determination, persistence. It doesn't matter what obstacle you have in your life, you will somehow manage to get your way through. So it doesn't matter you think that this is a very big challenge. It is only in your mind. It can easily go if you look for strategies and you'll be able to. I love this. Bloom wherever God plants you. God has planted me in Machakos University. I am blooming there. I'm not even saying I will bloom. I am blooming there. Yes. And I will continue to bloom. But what do we say? You can only bloom when you are ignited. Wengi tunakunja hiyo maua yetu yenye tuko nayo. Wengi hata hatufungui. It remains there, a potential, but you need to be ignited. And some of these programs is what can ignite you. Meeting with people, sharing ideas. That one point from what somebody else says there can be the one that will really ignite you. And once you have been ignited, move on and also ignite others. There is power in having 3, 4, 5 lights. It will be illuminate more than just one. So as women, as ladies, let us support each other. Let us ignite the light for the others so that we can all get a better light as we move forward. So that we are not lonely wherever you are. Now, I don't know why Prof.Joyce decided to ask me to write the foreword for us the book that we are launching today. Maybe because I was in every other program, I look at this and I say, in the 1 year, I can't even believe that I'm the one who has taken all these programs. But I feel it's an honor for me to be asked to write this. The foreword to the book, Ignite, Unleash Your Inner Fire, Step Out, Step Up, and Stand Out. Please look deeper into that. You need to step out. You will never be ignited if you remain wherever you are. Step out. And once you've stepped out, you say step out now, stand up. It is action. And you have to input energy, you have to prepare yourself so that you can stand. And once now you stand out, nobody will ever stop you again. So it is effort. Prepare yourself, whatever it takes. Just like the mountain climbing, we had to practice for over a month to ensure that we gain the strength so that when you move, you are not going to start complaining, saying, you know, when you are asked this today, I don't know. When you are asked this, I don't know. You have to prepare yourself. I had never bothered to be interested in matters procurement. I had never bothered to be interested in matters finance, the budget and all that. Sometimes when I would miss the meetings of the budget. But these days, I know it is very important because I am the accounting officer. And I have to know where each and every coin in the institution goes. I have to know why do I have to sponsor this or to release this for this. So what do? I have to learn, I have to take programs, I have to take courses to ensure that I learn. And that is part of the stepping out, stepping up, so that you can stand out. And we have seen what Coach Joyce has done to all of us. We are all a testimony or a testament of what she has done to us. And therefore, I would just like to encourage that even as we go out to read this book, let us also be doers. Let us step out, step up, and stand out. And also bring others. So that even as we light our candles, as we light our paths, let us also light paths for others. Because if each one of us lights the candle of 3, 4, 10, we multiply ourselves. How many are we going to be later on? We are going to be many. And this world, they say, creates a little heaven down here. Yes. Because why do you want to go to a place of work where munakosana na watu, munagombana kila wakati? Why don't you create a conducive environment where ukifika you are very happy? Hata munafanya kazi mpaka munamaliza munaanza kuimba. Yes. At home, why don't you also create an environment where you are all the time happy? Wherever you are, be a source of light to one and the other one. I like that the last bullet there. She is like a mustard seed that grows into a tree, blossoms, and multiplies once placed under the right conditions and conducive environment. Let us blossom, let us multiply. Let us not just be the only one. So let us call others, let us inspire others even by our own actions, by the things we say, by the things we do, and where we go. Yes. As I said, I'm a forerunner. I wrote the foreword. And today I would like us to celebrate Coach Joyce Agalo. Each one of us can attest to what she has done to us in our lives. Our meeting with her, we have been ignited. So she's one thing, she's the queen. She's actually a queen. Transformative coach who has not been transformed since we met her. We have all been transformed. Excellent facilitator. Iko mtu analala kwa hiyo class kweli. Unaweza kushtuka umeitwa umesema wewe umesema hivi. So all the time you are awake, you are ready. You cannot doze with that class. You are on your toes mpaka class ishe. But it is the good thing is it is not boring. Because you are learning something new, you are looking for an opportunity to get more and more information. She's a friend to all of us. She's a mentor too. More so, she's an abandoned woman. I know even sometimes she's going through under very difficult situations. But she still smiles, she still bubbles out, and it inspires us. Kuna hata wengine walikuwa wanajua kweli at some point she was even from hospital, baba kwa hospitali, na amekuja kutuongelesha hapo hivyo. Hivyo mtu alinotice hizo vitu, we did not notice. If she did not either tell you or somebody did not tell you, you could not notice. And I think the other golden diadem, Mercy, when she said she had to be there for her son's birthday. Unapanguza huko hivi alafu unakuja kwanza. And that is why even like for us leaders, especially who are ladies, don't take your emotional things that are happening kwa ofisi na wende kwanza kupigia watu kelele and all that. You will perpetuate that story that women are emotional, they are this, they are the other, they are the other. Learn to, enda kwa choo, enda ongea na hiyo mira. Sungumza na hiyo mira, lia na hiyo mira. Ukishamaliza, panguza, osha, then weka smile kubwa and go and ensure that work is being done. That way, we are also going to inspire confidence in the younger generation that is coming for us. So the those there have said, each one of us has a word to say about Prof.Joyce, what she has done, the kind of lady she is, and all that. So today, we are here to celebrate Lois, who has also moved another step now into becoming an author. Can we give a clap? So with that, I would like to end there as we open the curtains for the author. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Professor.